Well, thank you, Chris. Good morning, everybody. My name is Ben Walsh. It says on there that I'm from Oakdene, Hollins, but I'm here with another hat on today. I'm actually talking as part of the Centre for Remanufacturing and Reuse. I have the rather unenviable job of trying to talk about the standard certification and what the label means in approximately 5 minutes, so bear with me, it'll be quite high level. To start with, just to explain the difference between Oakdene Hollins and the Centre for Remanufacturing and Reuse. The CRR is a wholly owned brand of Oakdene Hollins, so we sit underneath what is essentially a consultancy organisation performing environmental services and research and consulting. We also have started down this road of providing now certification services, and we can say as of Monday that we are now an accredited certification body for PAS 141 and are able to accept applicants now for certification to this standard. Okay, so as it's just been alluded to, I just wanted to just cover a little bit more of what the previous speakers have eloquently put together. The standard produced in 2011 by the great and the good from industry and also from government is there to provide a minimum set of requirements for processing used electrical equipment to ensure that it is, well, for a start, safe and is also is fit for purpose for use. So it's not some of the images that were put on by Matt, where it's basically just been thrown in a 40-foot container and shipped to Ghana, where it's been smashed up, burned, and the precious metals collected for resale. The standard itself, obviously, I've just stolen this as basically the title page from the standard. It covers everything from start of collection of the material, processing it, logging it, performing testing, disassembly, repairing, any further testing. But in particular, for relevance, that's what most companies will already be doing, is around data security, particularly in ICT and in the mobile communications are going to become a significant issue which needs to be addressed and hopefully provides some benefits. And also the label, as Gary has put I'm glad to say has put up there, a label traceability of these reused products back to the reprocessors themselves, so that any problems, where the labels have been put on, can be traced back to the company, and then either enforcement agency through the Environment Agency, or ultimately through us, where we can go in and kind of recertify, or we can provide an enforceable removal of our certification from the company involved. So as I said, the standard came out, I think it was just about 2 years ago that the standard was published. So what have we been doing for 2 years, and why has the launch taken 2 years to get to where it is now? I didn't think it'd take this long either. So the first part was actually developing the standard, and that was done through the Technical Advisory Committee. Gary, you chaired that. It was involved BIS, RAP, Environment Agency. The certification system that was required, because developing the standard itself is just a piece of paper. Companies can say they comply to that, and we're aware of lots of companies that say they comply to PAS 141 without any certification itself. However, we have gone down the route of becoming accredited, so that's a formal audit process of ourselves auditing companies who themselves are enacting PAS 141. So that's a double robust system that we're the third-party verified, and ourselves have been third-party verified. Added onto that is the label and publicity supplied by the scheme administrator, which is currently Valpac. They've developed a label. They'll provide publicity to both general public, but also to the industry at large. And now I guess we're in the final phase, which is the industry buying. So we've got the system set up, we're ready, Valpac are ready, and the standard's ready. And the case is now trying to identify companies, and as Gary said, I think they're committed to getting the standard now. We're all ready to go. Very briefly, the certification process. If anyone's been through ISO 9001, 14001, or the other raft of standards involved in then they'll understand the process is pretty straightforward. An initial application form is submitted. We will then issue a formal quote for the certification process itself, and also for a year's certification license. Once that's paid, we don't do any work until that's paid, we will then issue an audit. We will issue with an auditor. The auditor will perform a paper-based study of your management systems. When they are up to scratch, and that will involve several, usually iterations, to identify any issues, we'll organise a site visit, and that site visit can range from a couple of days up to maybe a week, depending on the size and the complexity of your business. And that will involve one or more auditors coming on site, performing a management review, talking through the management of their system, and also on the shop floor level, where quite a lot of problems go, because the managers may think one thing, but whether that's actually transpired to what goes on the shop floor is another. So we do quite a few interviews of operators. And then we will also follow products through the process. So this is, in addition to the horizontal audit, we will actually follow products going through the process to ensure that they're undergoing the correct checks and the correct tests to ensure that they're fit for purpose and they're safe and ready for reuse. We will then issue a report, and assuming that things go well, we won't need to come back again to identify any serious failings, but if things go well, then we will require an additional site visit to make sure that any changes have been enacted. We will then issue a certificate. That certificate then can be administered to Valpak, who will provide you with a license for a small fee to use the reuse logo. Very briefly, just on the timescales, several audits occur. We occur an annual audit, but in the first year, after your initial audit, and once the certificate's been produced, we'll do a 6-monthly audit to make sure that that wasn't just getting ready for the first audit and you're actually enacting any changes and things are going well. Then an annual surveillance audit will go into detail into various bits of PAS 141, and then every 3 years we do a full recertification of your system. So it's a robust process that we ourselves are audited on to make sure that we follow correct procedure as well. And that's really on a very whistle-stop tour of the certification process. I could put this up. This is what the full certification mark will look like that we will provide with the company. So companies which have accredited certification from us, the Centre for Remanufacturing and Reuse, will start using this within their stationery, and so should be looked out for from compliance schemes and the like. My name is Ben Walsh. My details are there at the bottom, and you can find more about how to apply and any information by the URL at the bottom. But grab me, I'll be around for the talk this afternoon and happy to exchange cards. Thank you very much.